A huge investor will buy into Netflix. The guy who figured out that Oxy Petroleum made a deal with Warren Buffett actually is claiming that there is something going on, and Carl Icahn, for example, is a candidate that will buy big Netflix. All this breaking news here on Wolf of Dubai.
Wolf of Dubai.
If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe because I'm vlogging every single day about this kind of breaking news from the stock market. I also show you how to be a better investor, and I show you deals that maybe you would not figure out. I'm talking about every day about stocks as well, specific trades, specific stocks, which is also very, very interesting if you are interested in this niche and want to become rich. Maybe yes, maybe no, we will see. But this is breaking news. So there's an analyst called Bilson, and he's working for a company called Gordon Haskett. And this company, or this guy, actually already is quite famous because he was actually tracking the private jets of big corporate CEOs and was checking and tracking where they are flying to figure out what could be the next deal. And he figured out that Oxy Petroleum flew with their private jet to Omaha, which to some extent is very related to Warren Buffett, and he claimed that there is something going on. And just a few days later it was announced that Warren Buffett will help Oxy Petroleum to finance a deal for acquisition and put millions and billions even, I think, into the deal. So this was very, very strong analysis from Bilson, and that's why this news is very, very hot and could be very potential. And maybe in a couple of days we will know who will be the big investor into Netflix, and the stock can go up quite a bit if a famous investor going into the stock. Now let's have a look also what Bilson is saying. So he is also the discoverer before the deal happened between Carl Icahn and HP. So he thinks that there is this company called Nomura Holdings, and they picked up 1.89 million stocks of Netflix. And usually they do this, they did it also for Carl Icahn, to not have a big name on the street and don't have already the news going on that they are buying for a big fish like this big investors they are actually. And they are just picked this in the third quarter of their holding, so this is brand new. And they also picked up stocks for an option trade deal for Carl Icahn. So that brings a lot of similarities in the spider web. And he says that he don't know who is the investor or who could be the investor into Netflix, though he highly expects that it's either Carl Icahn or it's also the founder and CEO of Pershing Square Capital, Bill Ackman. Now, Bill Ackman as well as Carl Icahn are both activist investors. This means that they invest in a company, usually a company that are not well managed or having some troubles on the market, and they are changing management, they are selling core asset, they are trying to merge companies as well. So they are very active investors, and this is very unusual because in the active investment scene, the CEO and founder of Reed Hastings of Netflix is very, very strong, has a strong image that he is really, really well leading the way for Netflix. So it should be maybe just an investment of a very beat down stock. And Bill Ackman is also very, very known for his short against Herbalife, which there's a great documentary on Netflix, Betting 2-0. This is how it looks like. And this is definitely a tip from me to you to watch this. It's super interesting. He is fighting actually against the other candidate that seems to be interested in Netflix, Carl Icahn. And that's why it's so important to know these things. Now, to conclude all this vlog and what is my personal opinion, if you look into the stock of Netflix, here we go. you see that since the summer, the stock went from $380 to $295 that it closed on Friday. And actually, this is 22% less. Now, we know that this is mostly because of this other upcoming streaming services like Disney Plus, Apple Plus. They are all coming on the market, and the people think, wow, the Netflix will lose market share. And I don't believe so. I believe there's a lot of space for streaming services. I think people will have Netflix, Amazon Prime, as well as maybe Disney Plus and Apple Plus, and some of them are coming for free as well, like for example Apple Plus comes for free, I think, a couple of months or even a year if you buy a new hardware piece of them. And actually, I think Netflix has the strongest standing point while investing billions and billions of dollars into content, original content, and they are the only platform that is operating worldwide. And this is a huge deal because you can go to India, you can go to US, you can go to Europe, and you can all watch Netflix. This is not a problem. This is a big thing. And maybe the investors, when they are playing their billions, are betting that, you know, this is just a trend for now. And when they see that Netflix is doing still very well in the next couple of quarters, though there's this competition on the market, I think there's a potential of 22% going back to this prices of 380. Now, for myself, for my personal review, this 22% for this high valued company and this kind of high level trade is nothing for me, because I'm not a day trader, or sometimes I'm an opportunity trader, but in this way I will pass, because the stock valuation of Netflix is very, very high, though they're having also very high growth and very high portfolio and very good product. So some people would argue that the stock is not so overvalued overall, but still it's on the higher side, and that's why it's nothing for me at this point. I still consider Netflix a very good investment, maybe in a couple of months when the stock goes further down. Let's see. I see you tomorrow because I'm vlogging every single day, and thank you very much for watching.